Hello everyone, welcome to One Soul at a Time. If you're new here, I welcome you. My name is Fifi. Always, I bring us the heart and the mind of God. For my friends on Facebook, I welcome you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all that you do. I'm so grateful. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for commenting. Thank you so much for introducing others. I thank you guys so much. I appreciate. For my subscribers on YouTube, you guys are the best. You guys rock. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for helping me build that community. Guys, my name on YouTube is The God I Know Ministry. The God I Know Ministry. Please kindly subscribe. I will appreciate that as well. And I am on Instagram and TikTok. I'm going to leave the link on the screen at the end of this video. I'm going to leave the names on the screen. On TikTok, I am Fifi as well. Excuse me. On Instagram, I am Ifi. Please, guys, go follow me. Let's continue with this work. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate. Today, God wants to talk to us about taking territories. Territories. Oh, God, help me. What do you mean by taking territories? I'm sure you have read in the Bible that God said we should ask him for nations, that he's going to give it to us. As a child of God or as a minister of God, could be in a minister of the gospel, or you may be a singer, or a preacher or an evangelist. You know that we have been making this mistake of thinking that we can just get up and just go somewhere and start preaching and doing whatever that God has asked us to do. But the right way God is saying today is, before you step into any territories, you have to win the battle in the spiritual realm. Before you go into a place, you have to first of all defeat the principalities that is ruling that area that you're going into. If you can start doing this, God is saying, you are definitely going to accomplish that which you are intending to do or he has sent you to do. But before that can happen in your life, thinking of taking nations, taking territories, you have to first of all win that war in your family. How is your prayer life concerning your family? How concerned are you in your family or your bloodline? If you cannot defeat the enemy that is ruling or controlling your family, I'm not going to say it's going to be difficult, because it can be done, but it is always advisable, so that you don't leave an opening. Maybe you are focusing on taking territories, and there is an opening for the enemy to get your family. If you don't take care of of your family spiritually, taking control, taking charge, making sure that they are fully covered, then you can then step out and take territories. Because if you start taking territories without taking care of them, when the enemy shoots an arrow, fire an arrow into your family, if they can't get directly to you, they are definitely going to get your loved ones. But to take over a territories, you have to war first in prayer. Before God can send you into a place to pull down every evil altar, destroy every evil that is going on there, occults, witches, wizards, warlords. Before you can go in there and successfully carry out the assignment that God is sending you there to do, you have to first of all do the war, do the winning, defeating them spiritually. You have to first of all go in there in the spirit realm, destroy their altars, destroy their strong men, before you can physically step your foot there. Yeah, the Bible said anywhere that our foot are being stepped in, that he has given it to us. Yes, it's in the Bible. But that word was given to the children of Israel. When they stepped into Canaan land, it wasn't empty. They have to war. Jericho, they stepped their foot there, but they have to go in there and defeat them and fight before the land was given, before they were able to occupy that land. Their feet went there first because spies was sent. It wasn't automatically theirs. They went in there, came back, strategized, then went back and fight. They fought and they won the place. Let's say, okay, your own investigation or sparring is in a spiritual realm. In this dispensation, we no longer have to carry out swords, gun to go and shoot people. No. God is saying it has to be done spiritually. You go on your knees as you're walking with the Lord. He will show you how to do those battles. On your knees. Whichever territories he wants to take you to, he has to open your eyes, give you vision on what you are facing, the battle that you are facing. This is what you're going to do, and you take over that territory. But you have to first of all defeat that principality. Take over in the spirit realm before you can walk in physically. Why am I saying that? God wants me to say this because this is what I have done and still doing. It got to a point in my walk with God here. After he has taught me so many things, showed me so many things, opened my eyes in the spirit realm to see certain things. He now gave me my assignments. He now gave me specifically, these are your assignments. But for you to do this faithfully and successfully, these are the things that you have to do. And the journey began. Prayers, warfare, night prayers, midnight prayers, fasting, doing certain things. And as that was happening, I was seeing what is happening in the spiritual realm. Attacks was coming. They were attacking left, right, and center. But because God has opened my eyes to see what I was going to face, I'm going to face, he now took me through that route to do the defeating in a spiritual realm. Everything wasn't done at first. Each place that I'm going to start, I have to do the prayers, do the warfare in a spiritual realm, in prayers, before I could step out. I knew that my first assignment when taking territories started then I was living with my sister. After prayers, he showed me so many things that was going on in the community. He opened my eyes to see a lot of evil, a lot of things that wasn't right. So he now asked me what to do. He now told me what to do. First and foremost, he told me to put water in a bowl and add salt in that water, which I did. I stirred the water and mixed it together. He now asked me to go and pour it on my sister's garden. So I obeyed and I did. After that was when the war started. One night I was in prayer on my knees. Some entities entered our house. God allowed them to come in just to show me what is going on and what is happening. When I mean entities, as in human beings. I was on my knees that night. I was praying. In the middle of the night, they entered our house. They start walking around. They couldn't come into my room. I saw them come up the staircase, went up to my sister's room. They didn't enter, Isha. They just went up to her own apartment. And then they came out and they left. So, but when that happened, my first, my initial mind was like to get up and just go and start, covering my niece, my nephew, and my sisters, to just go and start praying for them and lay my hands on them. One mind just said, relax. And as they were walking, I was hearing them. I was hearing their conversation. They now left. So I continued. So when they left, I became worried. I was like, what did they do to my sisters? What has happened to my family? The Lord now opened my eyes to see the angels that were standing in front of their doors. Yes, they entered the house. God allowed them. But he showed me the protection that he had for my family. So that gave me the courage to continue with the warfare, knowing that, yeah, my family is covered, that I'm secured. A lot started happening in the spirit realm. I was going, so God will tell me to go walk around some places. And I will go, and as I'm going, I'm speaking in tongues. I'll walk around maybe a field, a park. I will just walk around the community, and as I'm going, God will be telling me what to do, and I will go speak in tongues, and I will come back. This continued. So there's this estate that I used to walk then, and I go there in the morning. So one day, at night, I couldn't sleep. Not that I didn't try to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. The attack was so much that I couldn't sleep. But I wasn't afraid because I know that I know exactly what is going on. I've stepped into a war zone, a battle. But for the fact that God showed me the protection my family had, I said, oh, no, there's no problem. By then, I had already connected with my spiritual father, Alflukau. So that's, and I've heard how when you're covered, when you have a spiritual cover, there are some places that you will go. You don't have to worry. If they want to prove stubborn, your spiritual cover will step in. So like I said, God took me through so many training before I stepped out. So one day, as I was going, I got to the gate of that. Before I could get to the gate of that estate, I started, all of a sudden, I just busted out speaking in tongues. As I was speaking and talking, and I was speaking and I'm praying and speaking in tongues. It wasn't silent. I couldn't control myself. I was speaking in tongues. So I got to a place. There's a roundabout inside that estate. When I got to that roundabout, my hand just squeezed. And immediately I squeezed my hand. God opened my eyes and I just saw dust coming as if I just got a bow, as in a mold of sound. I just did my hand like this and it all break. I just did like this and it all went down. Just squeezed something as if I crushed something on that estate. I now started, I just went after work and I went back home. And I continued. I noticed that whenever immediately I stepped out of my house and I would start speaking in tongues. And the place I go to work is like 40, 50 minutes walk from my house. Because I know that I cannot go on a transport, but because of the journey the route God is taking me, he said I should start walking. So, and as I'm going on the street and I'm praying in tongues, sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's not. So that continued until one day he now instructed me to go and pour oil on the same garden, the same place. So I poured the oil and he now said, healing is taking place. I am healing this community. I am healing this land. So I did. And that didn't stop. I now continued with prayer and fasting, warfare, midnight prayer. Taking territory is not easy, child of God, because a lot of things that you're going to see, if you're not strong, if you're not properly trained, that is why it's always good to sit with God. Sit with him for a very long time. Child of God, sit with him for a very long time. He's going to take you through routes, show you things. Some things that he will allow to come to you after training you, just to show you that he's with you. The things that you were scared of before, you find out that those things, they don't scare you anymore. You no longer get afraid of them. And this continued. So from that, after that, the one in my community, I now started, because I mind the kids when I take them to school, then I will come back and probably doing nothing. Then God now started telling me to start going. When I drop them at school, God will now show me the community or the place that he wants me to go to. I will just, sometimes he will just say, go on a bus. I'll just enter a bus. I'll look at, maybe I'll come to a bus station and I'll stand until he instructs me on the number to go to. Because I have a bus, I have a travel bus ticket that can take me anywhere in the town that I'm in. I will just enter a bus. Sometimes it takes like 2 hours journey in a bus. And as I'm going, he will be showing me things, opening my eyes. Sometimes I will pray, sometimes I will be quiet, sometimes I will decree. He will tell me to decree something, I will decree. Sometimes he will tell me to do proclamation, I will do. This were the things I was doing. I will travel, go to a place, some place I will get there. I will get to the last bus stop, come down, the moment I come down, I will see a vision. God will just use something to confirm to me it is done. Then I will wait. When the bus is loading, I will go back into the bus and then travel back home, travel back to work, where I work, and then go pick the kids. This was what I did this for a very long time. Then he now started taking me out of town. I will go, or maybe when the kids are on holiday, I'm supposed to be on holiday, but then I don't have. I will buy a ticket, go to another town, another city, travel, when I get there, but he will give me instruction on where to go to. All of a sudden, maybe I will start hearing that town, or I will start seeing the vision of that a particular town. And then I will go to the train station, buy ticket, then board the train, go there, just to walk around the town center. Just pray, just walk around as I'm going, I'm speaking in tongues, praying, walk around the town center, and then go back to the train station, then go back to my city. I did that for a very time. Some places he will ask me to just touch the ground. I will bend down, touch the ground. Some I will not, some I will just go touch maybe a monument there. Some towers there. I will just go place my hand there and I will go back to the train station, board the train and go. If the ones that I'll go on the bus, he will tell me to come down, just to walk around maybe in a street, one street or two, then I will go back. And after that thing, he will say done. How I normally get my confirmation, I'll just see a vision of something. Maybe some places I'll walk, I'll see a vision, maybe I'll see rain falling. Some I will see a pipe, a very massive pipe that will just burst open and the water will start flowing there. He used so many things to confirm to me that it is done. And once I see that thing, I'll just go back, enter a bus, and I'll go back to my house. Why is he saying that I will share this? If I had not stayed with him for a very long time, prayed, all those things that happened wouldn't have happened. So taking territories is not just by mouth. You that is being sent to or being invited to go and speak in a conference or what, don't be quick. Do not allow going to speak be the first thing. Stay with him. Let him train you so that whenever you go somewhere to preach or do or heal people, cast out demons, you don't end up going with their sickness. You don't end up taking whatsoever that you have cast out on people. You have to be trained on how to handle those things, manage those things, how to command a sickness to go. And when you command that sickness to go, you tell the sickness where to go to because you have the authority. Majority of us want to use the name of Jesus without knowing Jesus. You have to first of all know the power before you can operate the power. If you don't know the power and you're going to use the power, it's just like you going to operate a gun without mastering or knowing how to operate a gun. It's going to be a disaster. That is why you see most preachers at the end of the day, some of the sicknesses they cast out in people will end up killing them, being in their body. You don't just go into a strong man's house to rob them without first of all tying them down so that you can rob them. You have to first of all defeat them before you can do anything to them. Don't be quick to lay hands on people. Don't be quick to pray on people. Don't be quick to go and pull down shrines, altars, when you are not equipped. You can say, no. If they can't get to you, what about your family? What about your loved ones? If they can get to them, they equally get to you. Child of God, God is speaking. Don't be quick to ask for his power. Know his power first. Have relationship with Jesus. Know Jesus. Know the character of Jesus. So that whenever you step in somewhere that are strong powers, they will see Jesus in you. And they will bow. If they were sent to come and attack you, when they come in, they will see the difference between the power they are operating in and the one that is in you. That is how you can confidently go into a place, carry out your assignment. If it's a conference that you go in there to do, there won't be any problem, any commotion, whatsoever planned the enemy, because they know you are coming in. Before you do a conference, they will announce it. Demons will hear. Evil people will hear. Occultic members will hear. Warlords, occultic members, they will hear. And they will want to stand against it. They will want to fight against it. They will make every evil plan to stop that conference from being a success. Or that crusade from being a success. So you don't just say they invited you in a church, all of a sudden you just up and go without first of all taking over that territory spiritually. Dealing with demons that is going to hinder whatsoever God wants to do there. You align with the Spirit of God. He will show you, deal with this here. Take care of this here. Take care of this here. And when those things are being destroyed spiritually, the people that they are going to send to come and attack you, disturb your conference or your preaching that day, will end up giving their life to Christ. You are going to end up winning them over to Christ. And not the other way around. You see some people, when you go to a conference, half of the people there are sleeping. Preacher, you were not prepared. If you were prepared, all those things wouldn't have been happening. Or you see a majority of them on their phone, talking, chewing gum, laughing, doing this, distracting you. When those things are happening at a point, if you're not prepared, you start getting angry. And you know, anger and God is not this. It's just like you are afraid of, maybe this thing is not going to be successful. This one, that one, that one. You'll be talking rubbish, and what you're talking will just be flying over their head. To take a territory is not just wake up and say, la 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 la. It takes time. The Spirit of God has to train you. It takes time. Mine took time. It took years. Not months, years. Before I was asked to step out and start taking territories. It took years. And I made sure that the sacrifice, the prayer, the fasting, the midnight that I did, when I was doing those things, God didn't tell me exactly what I was doing. But it was only when those entities, like 4 guys, I heard their voice. I saw them. I saw their physical structures. When they walk in, one of them, I think the one that in front was their boss, because he was the one that was speaking with his hand in his pocket. Like, who is this? Who is this entity that think that she can do this to us? Who is this one that think that she's going to succeed here? That was the attitude. They just went up. I saw them go up, and I saw them come down, and I saw them left. When they left, I became worried. I was like, this thing that entered here, my family. God now opened my eyes, and I saw the kind of angels that stood on their doors. When I now looked again, God now opened my eyes. I saw the back gate angels, the front gate angels. God said they were there, but they allowed him to come in. Just to tell you that there's nothing they can do to you, nor your family. So it is now for you to trust me and step out and win this place for me. And I obeyed. And I thank God for everything. No matter the attack, even before I moved into where I'm staying today, I prayed. When I got here, I saw the confirmation. Before I moved, I packed my things in here. Something happened. God opened my eyes. My spiritual father had to come here, walk in here, anointed the place, and left before I came in. And God opened my eyes to show me the sign that he is here. So this place is covered. I mind, even when I'm doing nights, and I'm praying, I wake up in the middle of the night to pray, I see things. That means a lot is going on. But I'm not scared, I'm not afraid. Even when I'm walking, and people are threatening me. When people say they are hearing voices on their head, they are hearing voices. Child of God, they are not exaggerating. It is not only mad people that can hear voices. You that is saying you can hear voices. Especially when you are aligned in the spirit, when you walk in the spirit. They warn you. I've heard it so many times. Who do you think you are? You think you can succeed here? You think you can pull all those things that took us years to build? You think you can take over? But thank God it's happening. I'm taking over. I'm winning. I know who I'm winning. Yeah. I know my authority. But I could only use this power when I know the power. He has to train you, show you so many things, tell you how to defeat your enemies. You don't just wake up and say, we're entering this country, we're going to fight them. They have to first of all send in spies. That spies can be there for a year, 2. Learning, checking out the loopholes, understanding how they can attack these people and be successful. They don't just wake up and hear, these people are fighting. No, they've been planning it. They've been planning it for a very long time. They didn't just wake up and just patch into it. No, it doesn't work like that, child of God. No, it doesn't. Whoever is telling you that is lying to you. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. I know what God took me through spiritually. If you're not, forget going to holding a microphone is, even a child can hold a microphone. That is not the basic thing. Any child can hold a microphone as long as the person can speak. It's the microphone. But fulfilling that assignment, that purpose, which you are being sent there, they will set you up. They are going to set you up. Why do people all of a sudden they rise up against a man of God, a motivational speaker? When somebody come out to tell people, see, you don't have to take this medication for you to be well. Do this, do that. Do this, take this, stop eating this, start eating this, stop doing this, start this, sleep well, rest well. That is, you see them attacking that person. According to science, experts said this, and experts said if you drink this, there's chemical, there's a acidic clinical. When they want to lie to us, they will use Latin word to mention something. So because you don't understand the Latin word, when they use that Latin word, it becomes so bogus. Fear will just catch you. You now say, which one is this? When you check that thing in a Latin word, it's just a simple thing. That's because they want to put fear in you. They will now use a Latin word. That has always been their strategy. That has always been their tactics. But God is coming now to expose them, to destroy all those lies. But child of God, this can happen. You have to know the power, which is Jesus. You have to spend time sleep with him, wake with him, walk with him, do even in your dreams. Make sure that he appears in your dream every time, any time. That is knowing the power. And by knowing the power, your character will change. So that whatever that is happening is so pure that certain things that you normally enjoy, when you get to it, you'll be like, are you sure it's me? Am I sure is this same me? Things that used to irritate you no longer. You'll be like, wow, that is knowing the power. Jesus, his character. With his character, you can step in and take that which belongs anywhere, and take that which belongs to you, which is souls that God is calling on us to come and win for them. Yes, God called you. You're a pastor. You didn't do what you're supposed to do the due diligence. You just went in, just went into a community and just open a church, and there's a lot of people now started coming. You think that all those people that came because you opened a church. They came there to see how strong, to test your power. And when they see that this one is empty, as though before you know it, people will stop coming. Because they know you are empty. They know what to do, and people will stop coming. And you get frustrated and close down. Meanwhile, God called you. That's because you run out before your time. You have to take those wherever you are going to open your church, you have to take those places spiritually. Destroy the powers, the principalities, ban those powers, that strong man, bind them, throw them where they belong. Then you step in and win souls, because they were the ones controlling the souls. With the souls that you're supposed to win, they are the ones money dictating for them what to do, controlling their lives. As you have bound them, destroyed them, put them where they belong, you step in and souls will start, God will start drawing them to light. You don't have to advertise yourself that much. All you need to do, tell 1 or 2 people, we have church here. We're starting a church here. Invite people. But when they come in with a problem and you solve that problem, evangelism without you announcing it has already started. People will start talking about you. They will start telling people about this man of God, that this woman of God, this ministry that just opened in our community. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? People will now start bringing, when you start healing people, telling them their problems, not only prophesying. When you prophesy, you give a solution. And when they do it, they are seeing results. What else? That's because you have done what is supposed to be. The first thing that is supposed to be done before opening, coming to the physical. Same goes with your business. You don't just say, hey, I saw a shop here. Hey, I saw a shop here. Beautiful site. Yeah, you just open. You spend so much money. First day opening, you invited a lot of people and before you know it, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. No, you're not recovering nothing. You're not recovering your money. You're not making money. Instead, you're spending. That's because you didn't do the right thing. God has given you an idea, a business. You stayed with it and work on it. Before you step out, you have to bind the strong man controlling that territory that you are going to open your business, your school, whatsoever it is that you're going to open there. You have to first of all bind those strong men there, strong spirits, defeat them on your knees. War in a spirit realm. Go in there spiritually. Destroy whatsoever it is that is controlling that area. Win it. Then come out and sit and do your business. Whoever that is coming to try you will know that this one, no. Even though he or she is not in our camp, but she's let us not just try. We've tried stopping him. We'll try destroying them, but it's not working. They will just stay away from you. Even some people that are tired of doing whatsoever they are doing for their business will come and be friends with you to find out how you did your own. Your own is working. You're not stressing. But we, every time we are stressed. Not stressing doesn't mean that you will not pray, child of God. You have to continue with your prayer. The only way you can sustain your business or whatever you're doing is on your knees. That is where it's going to happen. Haven't you seen people? Some people, when they want to open their, or each time before they open their shop, you see them pouring water. Some of them will come very early and they will pour water. They will pour water inside their shop, and you that is there, you're a Christian, you're reading Bible, you don't even know what the Bible says concerning you. You're just there opening a Bible and reading. You will stay there, pray, yaka yaka, speak in tongues, and you watch your neighbor. Customers are coming in left, right, and center. You thought that the person just come and open the shop and. No, child of God.